World Liberty Financial holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Thank you so much for all the love. Let's take a look at what's happening with WLFI coin, which is up about 30% over the course of the last 24 hours. Quite an impressive move towards the upside. I'm sure, people in the World Liberty Financial community are, quite excited about this specific move because, again, it's not a small move by any means. And again, if you're looking at it on a weekly time frame as well now, World Liberty Financial is up about 23.5%. Let's take a closer look and see what's really happening and what we could be expecting. As always, so just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So the price of World Liberty Financial is currently approaching 16 cents, up 25% on the Bitcoin side of things, also up 22.3% on the Ethereum side of things, with the valuation at 4.3 billion and the 24-hour trading volume approaching $500 million, which is, again, very exciting to see. Of course, as far as announcements are concerned, we haven't really seen any specific announcement coming out from World Liberty Financial. Obviously, the entire market is reacting in a positive way today due to the fact that, Donald Trump did come out and announce, the stimulus checks that he's planning of $2,000 to everyone that is in the low income category, which, again, has, sparked some excitement within the space. But again, World Liberty Financial, as far as the project is concerned, they've been, moving here and there in terms of announcements, for, the project itself. But, there is one specific rumor that I've seen on, X, and that is of CZ joining the team. Of course, like I said, it's a rumor right now. But again, let me know in the comments what your personal thoughts are on that. But let's take a closer look and see what's really happening. As far as the dominance is concerned, I did mention this in my H bar update if you did end up watching it. Dominance hasn't shown anything, to be honest. Like, even though Bitcoin has seen a bounce towards the upside, you still have seen the dominance ranging around here. You want to see some sort of, weakness. It has not shown that at all. So this is something I want you guys to focus very, very closely on because, again, Bitcoin saw quite a sharp move towards the upside, but yet you're still seeing the dominance hovering around this key range and not showing any signs of weakness due to this move of Bitcoin, which is something I want you guys to not kind of, forget. So if you're looking at Bitcoin's price right now, as you guys know, if you follow my channel on a regular day-to-day basis, even though the price of Bitcoin is sitting at $106,000 price point, I'm not too excited just yet. I still want to look for confirmations, and I'm still waiting for the confirmation, which, again, of course, for the price of Bitcoin for me specifically is in the 23.6 is the bare minimum level for us to reclaim, and of course start heading up to our 117,000 confirmation. But with that said, you can see for yourself, we are sitting at $106,000 key support line for, I wouldn't say support line, we're having a hard time breaking out of the $106,000 key support resistance for Bitcoin. And again, if we're able to break out of here, we could go down to, go up to the 108,000. If this is able to break out, maybe we do enter the 23.6. So that's something we want to see. But again, you want to see a weakness on the dominant side. That is very, very important. We want to see the dominance pulling down with Bitcoin moving up like this. But with that said, let's take a look at what's happening with World Liberty Financial. So you guys can see for yourself, I've pretty much zoomed out completely. Let's take a closer look and see what is happening right now with World Liberty Financial. One thing I want to point out, starting off this video is the fact that, we've seen a spike in the volume. We haven't seen this in quite some time. So this brings the question, is this specific move a short squeeze that is occurring? Meaning, there were overly short positions that were piling up, and you have seen the complete opposite playing out, maybe, or maybe insiders know something that we don't. As far as the USD1 coin is concerned, it is picking up traction right now, and the narrative for USD1 is quite impressive still, in my opinion. But what's very, very impressive right now for World Liberty Financial, you just can't make this up at this point, guys. You just cannot make this up. And what I mean by that is, look where the price of World Liberty Financial got stopped at. Look at it for yourself. This line I literally drew for you guys in the last update. You can see for yourself, and we have not removed this. And I, try to show you guys the importance of these key levels. After this breakout, we literally stopped right exactly at the neckline of 17.3 cents. That is a resistance. We got rejected, and you can see for yourself now. We are being supported by this wick that we did see. Of course, kind of have built up a little bit of a support around that key range of 15.6 cents. We did see a little bit of a bounce from that key range, but with that said, I want you guys to kind of zoom out and take a look at it from, November 4th level. We were sitting at 10.5 cents on November 4th. It has gone up 65%. World Liberty Financial has gone up 65%. Absolutely insane. The fact that, we did get rejected at that key range, is giving me a little bit of confidence. Reason why this is because usually when you do tend to see these types of wicks, you do tend to see them filling in, and maybe we do get to see this wick fill in, especially if the dominance continues to pull down and Bitcoin does break above to these key levels. Again, even if Bitcoin is able to go up to 108,000, I'm going to be quite frank with you, I'm still not optimistic unless, of course, we get back to the key levels that I have discussed. But I know, this is a very exciting day nonetheless, for the crypto space. And you guys might be like, Crypto ZX, you're crazy to think that, this is not bullish. I'm not saying it's not bullish. Again, if you're looking on a weekly time frame, a lot of coins up tremendously. But again, I am still, a little bit harsh when it comes to technical analysis, especially what we have seen over the course of the last few weeks. But very, very impressive move for Royal Liberty Financial. I'm very excited for, the holders that are holding this. Literally since last night itself, guys, if you got in, or I would say at the beginning of yesterday, this thing is up 44% in just the last, few hours, which is absolutely insane to see. But again, you want to see the price holding above the 15.5 cents level. You can see for yourself, that's exactly, where we kind of got supported by. You want to see it range above that key level and start to make its way up to this key resistance, which is a level, where we were prior to this major retracement that we did see within the markets on October 10th. So again, step by step, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. So far, I like, what we're seeing here, but you want to see this momentum kind of, keeping this momentum going on, because again, if we drop below this key support line, we could pretty much revisit 13.4 cents, which is again something obviously no one really wants to see, but we could end up still seeing that, which is again about a 13% pullback from where we currently are. So again, we're going to take it one step at a time. Let me know in the comments what you guys personally think, and what are your overall projections on Royal Liberty Financial. What are your forecasts? Are you in for the mid, short term, long term? Let me know in the comments. Love you all. See you later, man. Crypto ZX and peace.